Might have cough, I think, from this, but not too bad. I don't know. I don't know, somebody else is running my mind or whatever, but probably not. But anyway, I was thinking, because that's what I do a lot of days, a lot of times in my day, even when I'm asleep, I think sometimes, dreams, and I wake up with thoughts. You know, it's weird. But anyway, I was thinking about, I have cats, you know, I have a relationship with cats. And I think we're on the same plane. People say, oh yeah, there's someone saying, we know it's the same, it's a relationship. Yeah, but I'm not gonna imagine myself being a cat, but I imagine myself seeing from the cat's perspective, and that's their species, and I'm a human being, she's a feline, and she feels she has better senses than me at smell or this and that, but on a certain level, we just, you know, we understand we're sitting with one another, and like I say, on the steps. And we're joining the day, she's thinking about something, about, I just have this, it's a connection, you know, it's a relationship. I don't own her. It's not my pet. Although, you know, that's on paper, or you tell people that's how you say it. I don't see it that way. You know, I mean, would I want to go to the store and actually buy a certain pet? Yeah, but there's plenty out there. I just, you know, if it's just an odd relationship, but you know, she needs me and I need her. You know, and it's not because, you know, I'm lonely, this and that, or a solitude. Solitude could be a strength, but it's not even that. It was always like that, you know. And even now that her, even the other two I have, the other two that we're not so close, I kind of try to get close to them. And the other cats, males and females, that came before. You know, someone I was really close. I was in the best place in life, but I always understood that. You know, that's a sentient being. That's a creature being that, you know, sees the world from their perspective and has its own life, its own mind. You know, so to treat it like a rag, though, just, you know, it's a cat. You know, I mean, can you imagine if, you know, you were owned by somebody, say, oh, just a human, you know, and, you know, and who knows, maybe that cat understands a lot more than you do, you know, and even if it does, it feels stuff. It feels love, it feels compassion, but I don't know how to word it. Like, either we're in the kitchen or a room on the outside of the patio, not just with her, but with other cat or another one, and it's, you know, we're hanging out, and it's a connection, but it's like, you know, it's like another, it almost, I'm not saying it's like a person, because it's not a human being, but it's a being, you know. There's people that don't even respect their children that are human beings, you know. So it's like, you're obviously not going to understand that one either. Imagine, you know, you bond with your son or something, or a daughter, over a game or something, or a video game, or actual game, or something on TV, or, you know, you hang out, or, you know, you teach them something, or they teach you, or they just, you know, they learn something, you know, and you just have a connection with them. It feels really good. You know, it's like, and that just is part of you, but it's just someone you're responsible for, but then they look up to you and you have a relationship, you know. It's kind of like that. I don't call her my daughter, or the other one a daughter, or the other one my son, but there's different elements at play when we hang out. We do is when I feed them, when I'm around them, you know. It's just, you know, and you know, they show me compassion, and they're nice to me. So I just feel like it's a being, and it kind of looks up to me. But sometimes I look, you know, and I look up to them, but it's a certain connection, and I just, you know, it feels really good in your moment. You know, you experience it. You know, you give them fingers, and they smell your hand. You know, they rub against you. You know, that's their physical language of communication, of affection. You know, even though they say, well, they're putting their scent on you, this and that, well, that's fine. They're built like that, but, you know, you can read about it, you can understand it, you can just enjoy it. You know, because you can be knowledgeable about the history of them, their species. That's fine as well. But, you know, but to live in that, whether it's a dog even, you know, to live in that moment, to have that understanding that, you know, it's connected to you, and it just, you know, you can't explain it. I was thinking of like either a GIF or a GIF, a GIF of like a guy walking down the street, like a sidewalk, and a cat walking, and their tail wagging, they just look up at each other, you know? It's that. People think it's silly, it's cute, or ridiculous, this and that. Doesn't My cat walks with me, I walk behind the other ones as well. Sometimes we sit somewhere, but, you know, it's just that you're connected, you're hanging out, you know? It is a relationship, it's pretty much a companionship, you know? And, you know, you spend years with that being, you know, and you know they understand love and compassion. They feel how you treat them, you know. So it's really that more special because there's beings out there that you show them love and compassion, respect, and they'll never give it back to you, or they'll stab you in the back. Not sometimes literally, sometimes metaphorically. You know, they will steal from you. They will talk ill about you. They'll never be that friendly with you. You know. There's a lot of beings I'm talking about. Maybe on a one-on-one level, they're like different, but not in a group setting. See, my cats aren't really like that. Dogs probably aren't either. They squabble amongst each other, but they know respect, especially when you give them. You know, so that's totally else. But it's just that a lot of people. I remember there's a phrase: "They need us as much as we need them." I don't know if everybody says that, repeats that, or just people just neglect that. You know. This life would be kind of boring, just us human beings, you know, like these creatures. It's like, you know, even you have a bicycle, you have a car, you know, you have whatever hobbies, this and that, antenna, you do your job. Even if are in a healthy relationship, everything is somewhat alright, better than in my state, in your state. But there's so many different species, you know. There's so many different, and they just they're awesome. But they sense that, they see that. They see how you treat them. They see the tone. They even hear the tone of your voice. And they understand a lot more than, or at least they respect a lot more than the people I dealt with. But it's really not about that, you know. It's really not about that. It's just like how people just don't have no perception that, just you're in the moment, just like, wow, we're like, we're hanging out. It's like, it just feels really good. You can't take it away, you know. Maybe you record it on video. Oh, that's a cat playing around. It's like, this, doing this and that. They're walking around. But when you're in the moment, it just feels really good. It's a feeling that, maybe you can, it's something you have to feel inside, you know? It's very special. And when I'm in that kind of moment, I feel like I hardly think about it, you know? I'm not too conscious about it, except I'm conscious about it. It's like, it's my camera, like, we're chilling. I'm not gonna say, what's up, bro? But I didn't say to one of my cats, bud, like, dude, He's a good boy. And I don't want to say boy anymore. He's awesome. But they, dogs are just great, aren't they? I'm not gonna be the person that says they're better than cats, but they are a little bit more playful. Most of them, not all of them, but they show their respect and love and admiration in a different way. They're great as well. I always had cats, but yeah, just pretty much that. Right here. Congestion, anxiety, hard to breathe. It's not the tobacco. But, I'm pretty sure if you don't have that understanding, there's a lot to you that's missing. A lot to you. And, whether you do this in life, that, and that's great. You have a lot of money and, whatever you go through life. But, if you don't feel that way and you don't respect it, wow, it's kind of mundane. Mundane and empty.